Another round of applause. Next up, representing the freshman class, Ms. Kacie.
Throughout history, the horse has been and is still known today as one of the symbols of America. They have carried men through battle, ran for us, worked for us, and aided in the establishment of the country that we live in today. The horse has lived in time to carry some of our most prominent leaders, one of which being General Robert E. Lee on his horse Traveler, who was said to have faithfully served General Lee until nearly the end of the Civil War. Returning to the present day, the horse has played an extensive role in what is known as hippotherapy, a physical therapy program in which the horse is used as a treatment tool to aid in the development of individuals with disabilities. In 1994, there was a highly decorated and well-loved racehorse named Ferdinand, who, much to the extreme outrage of horse racing fans everywhere, was abruptly sent to slaughter in Japan. Unfortunately, Ferdinand was not the only victim of such inhumanity. Horse slaughter advocates will try to persuade you that the only horses sent to slaughter are old, sick, and near the brink of death. This is a complete reciprocal of the truth. The horses sent to slaughter are not old, are not sick, and are not unwanted. They are workhorses, replaced in the field by modern technology. They are family pets whose owners simply cannot afford to keep them anymore, and they are racehorses who always ran with their hearts, but simply could not make the photo finish. Young and full of opportunity, all of these horses spent the last hours of their lives in the same way. They are put up for auction and bought by individuals known as kill buyers. They are beaten into cramped, double-decker cattle trailers and transported across the border into places like Mexico, with little food or water to accompany them into areas in which the temperature reaches to over 100 degrees. When they arrive, they are corralled into narrow metal hallways that rarely exceed 2 feet in width, with open sores on their legs and faces. They watch, terrorized, as horses in front of them are shot with nail guns to their spinal columns by inexperienced workers who often miss their targets, rendering the horses paralyzed but not unconscious as the gruesome, absolutely detestable process of horse slaughter continues. Others are hanged by their ankles, their throats slit, and left to bleed out. Once proportioned and packaged, the horse meat is then sent to places like France, Italy, Germany, and Japan, where it is served and eaten as a delicacy. In 2001, over 1,500 horses a week were being transported across borders, processed, and shipped. There have been many attempts to pass anti-horse slaughter bills, most of which have failed. We need your help to pass this next bill. All it takes is one simple phone call, one simple email to your state senator or representative, and you could be helping to save the lives of hundreds, upon thousands of innocent horses. They have no voices to help themselves. So we, as American citizens, as people of integrity, and as human beings, need to step up, speak out, and be that voice. A wise man named Edmund Burke once said, that the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing. At the end of the Civil War, General Robert E. Lee rewarded his faithful horse Traveler with an endless green pasture and never saddled him again, as a way to let Traveler live out the rest of his days in peace. Whether it be an age-old horse who has witnessed the atrocities of battle, or a pony who has left tiny footprints on the heart of a child in the deepest corner of the globe. Every horse, every single horse, deserves this same peace and tranquility.
At this time, the judges are going to deliberate. But what I'd like to do is let you know what the judges look at. They listen to the speech, they listen to the content of the speech, they listen for the diction and how well they enunciate their words. They listen at their poise, how they handle the pressure. So those are some of the things they look at, the style in which they present to you. What I'd like to do at this time is to have our semi-finalists. Ms. Fowler, would you please help me? I'd like to have our semi-finalists please come up and be awarded